Hey there, Spectres, it's your boy. Let me fix this chat box, because it's messed up. There, that should look better. I don't mean to be rude. Let me test the, do a real quick audio test to make sure it's not doing a whole bunch of junk that it shouldn't be, because it gets fussy sometimes if I have desktop audio on, but not all the time. So I'm going to see if it's doubling up on the audio or not. I know it's going to double up on mine, that's fine. No, it sounds fine. Let me know if it sounds like it's doubling up after this sentence. But I think it'll be okay. But yeah, we're finishing up the trilogy. It's gonna be a good time. And the cool thing is I already have all the settings and stuff done. Oh, I suppose I should turn the camera on. I haven't configured it, but it looks okay. Hi. I really should look in the mirror. Man, so salty. I get it, I do, but who? I needed it. I've slept like garbage the last couple days. My goal is to be asleep by 2 o'clock. So here's a rundown of everything we've done in the past games. We saved the Arachnite Queen. We rescued Caden instead of Ashley. We saved the Council. We saved Malin's data instead of deleting it. We kept Rex alive. We ended up rewriting all the heretics instead of just destroying them. We did destroy the collector base instead of leaving it intact for the elusive man and Cerberus. We ended up surviving with all the squad mates, but we didn't survive with the crew. Later, we had romanced Liara in Mass Effect 1, however, I didn't do it in Mass Effect 2. I had actually meant to go back and do it, but I got really eager to do this one, so it'd be like that. That's right, the faces ended up being a little weird. Going into Mass Effect 3, like some of them just don't import correctly. Oh, this is where I could pick to be something else. I'm still gonna go soldier for this one, but it's gonna be really interesting what we end up picking for that renegade run. I don't get Reeve anymore, it sucks. Something kind of passive. Well, dump truck shepherd. Let's do it, baby. This hoodie may not stay on for very long. We'll see.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
Commander, you're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
You know we're not ready if it is then. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson? Shepard?
Kate? How'd it go in there, Major?
Okay, I think. Hard to know. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Major?
You hadn't heard?
No, I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah, I suppose I did. Still, it's good to see you.
Admiral?
Come on.
Well, at least Caden's not a total dickhead like he
You know
was
the
in Mass
commander.
Effect 2.
I used to.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
The reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Sol Relay.
Whatever this is, It's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
Been telling you all for
Stop
2 motherfucking
This
games
isn't
that
about
these
strategy
Reapers are
or
coming.
tactics. This is about
And you were like,
survival.
no, Shepard, you're fucking crazy. And then the fucking
The
Reapers
Reapers
show
are more
up.
advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
How they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
What do we do?
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh my god.
Shepard! Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Major Alanko, is that you? What's your status?
Figure we're about to get in some gameplay.
I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have the contact point. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson out. They're massive. Let's move. Come on, Shepard. Caden's headed to the Normandy.
That,
They'll pick us up.
that feels
Get to
really
space.
light
Look
in
out!
comparison.
How do you stop something so powerful?
They actually gave him a real run this time.
Take a running jump. It's farther than it looks.
This is probably the Mass
Come on,
Effect
let's
game
go.
that I've played the least of, aside from Andromeda, which is the one. Aiming just
Come on.
feels strange.
We'll have to go this way.
Not really sure how to.
Looks clear. Let's go. Major,
Bullshit,
you
isn't
read
it?
me. I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with you. We're taking heavy fire.
We're about 5 minutes out. Husks! Take them out! Shoot them!
That's right. You get the those health blocks this time.
You haven't forgot how to shoot, have you? I'm out of ammo. Come on, we gotta move. take these things out the old-fashioned way. Don't let him grab you.
Well, guess I'm gonna go melee a Reaper now.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Probably through that duct, but...
Watch it!
Oh yeah, I forgot. Heavy melee is absolutely a thing.
Through this way. Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here.
And just like that, he's gone. Dun dun dun.
This is a goddamn mess.
So fuzzy.
Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
It's hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. They hit so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses.
Trying to tell y'all, motherfuckers.
We need to go to the Citadel.
Granted, you were the
Talk
only
to
one
the
to
council.
really, like, kind of listen to
Citadel.
me.
The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us. You sure about that? No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Gotcha!
Thanks. I owe you one.
More than one. Grab some ammo. Reload. Let's keep moving. Come on. It hasn't been that long since you've handled a weapon. God. Major Alenko, we're in sight of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
We made it to the Normandy. Taking heavy fire. Oh, God. We're gonna take down the dreadnought. Evasive maneuver.
Major, Caden! Damn it, they're in trouble.
Explodey boys.
Normandy, we're going to reroute. Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies.
You two all right? Get down, they'll see you.
Keep your head down. Nice shot. Finish them off.
Shields regen. It's okay to lose your shields, but losing them health blocks is no good.
What happened here?
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Guess it means we're going.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here. Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
If there's one thing I like about Anderson, it's that first and foremost, he is a soldier. So if he has to, like, kind of get in the shit, then he will.
What the hell are those things?
Concussive shot? I've got adrenaline rush, I've got incendiary ammo, which like I'm using armor piercing right now, but all I pretty much have are nice. Let's fucking get it.
Shepard, over here. Normandy, this is Anderson. Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Major! Damn it! I lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast, we've got company.
Yeah, there's a few.
Hope they get there soon.
You and me both.
I forgot that the powers on individual cooldowns in this game, which was one of the best decisions they ever made.
Running out of ammo.
Cavalry's here, gentlemen.
Nice. I like how they just fucking,
About time.
did they commandeer the SR2, or did they just rebuild it as the SR3? I'm pretty sure it's the SR2, but they commandeered it because it's my ship. Yeah, they commandeered it and repainted it from the Cerberus colors.
Welcome aboard, Shepard. Thanks.
Shepard.
Come on.
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
We're in this fight together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species, and all their ships, to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
I like how nobody helped that kid up in there. Slamming on that screenshot button, so good.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson? Where are we going?
Shut the hell up, Vega.
Hey!
We're leaving.
Leaving?
What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
We don't have a choice. Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace, cause I'm...
Enough!
I forgot that's L19.
Don't you think
L2.
I'd rather stay and fight?
Which makes sense.
We're going to the Citadel. You want out, you can catch a ride back from there.
Commander!
Joker, that you?
Alive and kicking. Got an emergency transmission from Admiral Hackett for you.
Patch it through.
Shepard, saying heavy losses. The force was overwhelming. There's no way we can defeat them conventionally.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to Alliance outpost on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
We've been researching the Prothean archives with Dr. Tassoni. We found a way to stop the Reapers. The only way to stop them. Contact soon. Hack it out.
Joker, set a course for the Mars archives.
Mars? Roger that.
This is local.
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
I don't know yet. but if it helps us win this war, grab your gear.
Suit up, baby. We're doing it. Showed stream elements. It's like, yeah, you're just chatting. No, I'm not.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Edie?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
We'll know soon enough. Be ready, Joker. Just in case.
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
Wow. But look at the cost, though. Such a huge bonus. I would much rather have that, I think. Yeah, look at that. They gave me a lot to start with. I'm gonna be using that concussive shot a lot more, so I definitely want to upgrade that. Yeah, they've already got me a level 31. These are just such nice perks. Like, it's hard to turn them down. Such a big boost.
storm.
experience.
Looks a lot bigger in person.
Pretty average for Mars, actually.
I'm glad you're so optimistic.
Yeah, we've got Reapers invading Earth. The station here is offline. A little dust storm seems like the least of our worries.
Okay, so if I press R3, it'll actually point me to where I'm supposed to go, which is handy. They learned a lesson from Mass Effect 2 that the map was just so dang confusing. Like just having that little arrow and it doesn't really point anything. And it's so flaky.
What's that?
Alright, weight's a thing. It affects your power recharge speed. To be honest, most of my weight is from the katana. I totally forgot about the weight mechanic being a thing. I generally have never minded going over on it, but
Holy shit, they're executing them. It's a clear shot. They know we're here now.
they're squirrely. Yeah, this thing's got so much concentrated power. It just
Those were Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure looked like it. Cerberus,
swap
what are they doing here on Mars?
Good question.
You don't know?
I'm not with them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking.
It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit, convenient.
Did you not fucking hear Hackett tell me to come here?
Look out!
That concussive shot is real nice to lace in with the normal shots.
Yeah, just a few vehicles.
Must have had help from the inside.
You could be right.
No way they could take this facility with anything less than a full battalion.
And here they are.
Commander, I thought you told Cerberus to screw off after you wiped out that collector base they were after.
That's exactly what I did.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're no friend of the Alliance.
Agreed.
Shepard, I need a straight answer.
About what?
Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that?
We joined forces to take down the collectors. That's it.
There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They give you a ship. Resources.
Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. It's just that...
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Caden. Please, trust me.
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Here's my GF. I wonder what they're doing chasing the fucking shadow broker.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
You too, Liara.
I was so worried when the reports came in. I'm sorry about Earth.
Yeah. It was hard to leave like that.
Caden, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time, but then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I would have liked that. But under the circumstances, I think I can forgive you.
You're too kind. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers are...
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We've got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
He's fussy.
I hear them. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us. You can't hide forever. Not a problem for someone with biotics. You're going to need more than guns to finish them, Shepard.
See, I like that you can, like, gauge their powers. So what powers he bringing to it? Oh, his Reeve. Okay, cool. I wanted Reeve. Because I find it wild that they dump me into like this storage area. Like, oh yeah, there's nothing here for you.
How'd Cerberus get into the facility?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
They sabotaged the elevator. Oh yeah, I forgot. You knew like dives? Shit. Yeah, they wanted you to be a lot more like mobile this game. And you can feel it too. Is that blocked off? Yeah, it's all blocked off. They also made it so you're not like immediately winded when you start running, which is really nice.
Shepard, take cover.
Pretty aggressive.
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby. Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivacore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
They brought back the larger experience numbers, it looks like, which I'm super okay with. Only earning like 50 experience points for a whole ass mission felt horrible.
That storm's getting close.
Every time I would go look at the ladder, the game itself would lag.
What the hell?
Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that. James, repeat.
What's your position?
Damn it.
that storm's going to be in here
How
very
can
soon.
you not hear that?
Yeah, I think it's already here.
Good point.
I mean, I guess it doesn't ultimately matter, but...
This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced open.
No, you have to override security protocols. Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here.
Looks like they died trying to claw their way out.
This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Yeah, Cerberus turns into a bunch of motherfuckers. Also like that we get flashlights, so they're a little too bright, in my opinion.
somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next one.
I'm on it!
Is he using camo or is he just hidden? Like, naturally.
I'm on it!
Pull his ass out of that cover.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I think about my friends, loved ones. What I'd lose if I failed.
Me too.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
I believe you. Or I believe that you believe. Maybe that's enough. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
When I originally played the game, I ended up romancing Liara for this game. And I think that's like the only person I've ever romanced in this game. I don't know if I've ever taken a female shepherd through it. But look how that dings your speed. If I remember right, you can get... You can get mods that make it better. SMG ultralight too. It's like they really want you to have an SMG for this part. I think I'll carry one instead of an assault rifle. Yeah, my recharge speed is 78%. Big stupid head. Wow, he was in the middle putting that together. Oh, why do I have a scope? That feels weird. The whole point of this build is for me to be using concussive shots pretty rapidly, so I need to actually take advantage of that. They were fairly excited to have Liara improved. That's a lot of dudes. Liara, what are you doing? Get your butt back here. Holy shit, she's a maniac. Man, I was not ready to be charging forward like that. This SMG's really accurate. I'm kind of surprised it's so accurate. Yeah, hell, they kind of pulled me forward. I didn't get a chance to explore much.
God, what's that stench?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Is anything cool over here? No. I stopped it in the dumbest direction.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
Hey, what's up, Quinn? How'd your run go?
Heads up!
That's an understatement.
I take it that's the only way in.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you.
Oh.
Let's move.
Damn it.
Let's move.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shut that down the old-fashioned way. For the button. Yeah, I kind of forgot how effective maneuvering around is. Come on. Though going around corners is kind of a bear.
Damn it. Clear. The turret can't fire on us from here.
Oh, they're just hanging out there. I don't know why I put a scope on this thing. I guess because it's the only mods I had other than a lightweight mod. Well, the thing is, at least I don't know where you're at, but where I'm at, Mass Effect 3 isn't even available on the Steam store. They got that locked down on Origin.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And I doubt they'll just send us a tram.
That'd be so kind of them if they did.
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not if we can find a short-range communicator.
Yeah, buying all the DLC for this game cost me like $50
and we
on
convince
PS3.
them that we're on their side.
Thankfully, I
Tell them the
already
Alliance forces
own it
will be
all on the
taken care of.
360, so
Good idea.
whenever I get around
See
to
what you
playing
can
it on
find.
there, I'll own it there too.
What?
The Major has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have bought it, but...
What have you got?
I did.
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... My God. It looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
And by they, you mean Cerberus? They did this to their own guy? Is this what they did to you?
How can you compare me to him?
Shepard, I don't know what you are, or who. Not since Cerberus rebuilt you. For all I know, you could be their puppet, controlled by the elusive man himself.
I want to pistol whip him so bad.
That's not fair, kid.
Don't try to explain it. I don't think I'd understand anyway. I just want to know, is the person that I followed to hell and back still in there? Somewhere.
They didn't change me, Caden. But words won't convince you, will they?
Probably not.
I didn't think so. You were always stubborn.
Me?
Come on, let's see what Cerberus is up to. Maybe we'll both get some answers. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank
Is
them,
that
get off
in
the
the
tram.
DLC, or is that like
Good
actually
thinking,
here,
Major.
like where I am? Oh, they want me to order
On it.
somebody there. I didn't really get to check out this room as much as I wanted, but I guess there's really not much. I got the sniper rifle part that's in there, so I guess that's what
Here they come.
matters. You know what? I do have range. I should be taking advantage of it. Shit. I didn't change my ammo. This rifle's got some kick on it, but boy, being single fire hurts. I think Liara's got points I need to assign to her. Yeah, she's been rolling through here. I'm okay with her being a class cannon. The Executioner pistol? Is that in the DLC or is that in the base game? Do you know? Because I didn't pick up the weapon DLC, I only picked up anything that was like story based. So bot powers makes those guys a joke. Boy, I forgot we can put swolens. That's weird. It feels a lot better tapping L2. All I know is turn the guns on. Man, he is resilient. Trying to shoot him through the visor, but he's just fussing. Oh, I had to get on the train itself. Oh, this SMG's not bad. Not a fan of the scope though. I'd love to change it for like power, like something to just increase power.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of angry Cerberus troops.
Got it.
Practically spamming concussive shot, but like that's the reason why I'm doing a lightweight build. To see how having frequent concussive shots helps.
Damn, they really didn't want us getting in here.
Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
That was a little spicy. And we made it, sure, but it's a little spicy. Damn. See, yeah, that's what I want, like shredder mods and shit. But for guns I'm actually using. Oh, can I not install, overall, that's a better gun, but... Oh, you can't even edit your mods on the screen, that sucks. They had to give me my sniper rifle.
Kate.
motherfucker.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong
they made him a lot
humanity
older
would be
looking in this one.
if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege, and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
That base was an abomination. Hundreds of thousands of humans were murdered there.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources, and I'll stop them.
You'd do better than most, but the odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful.
Fucking Kai Lang.
But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plans, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
He's an asshole in this
Shepard.
game, and he's an asshole in the fucking books, too.
The data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it. How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey, step away from the console. Now. She's got the data.
She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away.
It's weird to have a mission like this.
Over there. Down there.
James, you read me? Cerberus has the data. Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now. She's getting away. Damn it. James, Normandy, anybody.
I got this one.
Get that bitch. Yeah. But you're right, it's not very Mass Effect-ish. Having to chase somebody. You hit the hell out of her, didn't you?
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
Crazy bastard.
We need the data.
Let him go.
Orders?
Dispose of him.
Put her down.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Caden. Caden.
I can't remember if Caden survives that or not, but TBH, I'm okay if he doesn't. He's been kind of a prick. Like, not wholly unreasonable, but still kind of a prick. Because he won't even give me the benefit of the doubt while we're on mission together. He's like, I don't know, I don't trust you, Commander. Oh my goodness. Hold on, my cat wants in. Yeah, this character's imported.
Caden needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Caden.
Yeah, he got the shit beat out of him.
See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up?
I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Major Alenko was critically injured. We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board.
Council for anything. You know better.
I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Council's gonna be like, oh, we don't care about Earth.
Shepard. Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Major Alenko?
I've done what I can for him, but we need to get him to a medical facility soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers. Yeah.
I've looked at the data.
Yeah,
This weapon could be the answer
shit.
if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Shepard. Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Caden and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
I like
It'll be a
how
hell of a
optimistic
short
she
war if they
is.
don't.
Which is funny because she wasn't being optimistic earlier. She's like, what if this is all pointless? Man, there are some really good screenshots. I'm just ripping on that screenshot button. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be working on her singularity. I'd like to run through a lot of the game with her, because she makes up for a lot of what I'm not packing on this particular Shepard.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking him?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right.
Vega's not used to being part of big plans.
Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
Bailey's
None
kind of
taken.
corrupt. I always liked Bailey.
So, you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Adina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Adina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there.
Oof.
The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
Oh, hey, they gave me quite a bit of money. Yeah, Vegas is like, oh, whatever. I'm just here to goof. Considering the frequency that I'm firing this thing off at, having more force, I think, would be beneficial. Yeah, we can max that dude out. But then again, I think I would rather it get the benefits of my ammo. They finally made a version of this game that feels decent on the PS3. Okay, it's at 35,000 credits. Is that all the money I have? Yeah, it is.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel.
To be
This
fair,
is
I'm
Docking
mostly a
Bay
point and shoot guy
D24.
too.
Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSAT personnel for routine verification.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact
What's
your
all this
species'
political
official
mumbo
Citadel
jumbo? I'm
representative,
just here to
please go to Citadel embassies.
point and shoot.
For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay.
Good.
This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Thanks, Amigo.
Okay. First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to
Ooh, right. We do get to go to Palaven during this game, I remember.
You can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion. According to the council, these galaxy-wide attacks are
Okay, so that's how we leave. You don't really get to see the keepers walking around too much until this game.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape?
I'm right here.
What's going on here?
Isn't this Jessica
Commander,
Chobot?
Just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I don't have the greatest track record with reporters.
We
I
always
know,
punch the
and it
reporter.
hasn't exactly endeared you to a galactic audience. But that can change. I'm a military reporter with a show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all council
Let me
planets.
double check, but I'm pretty
My
sure like
producers
that
want
actually
me embedded
is
on a
her
human
like,
ship,
fully
and
same
I
face
want that
model.
ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Mass
Wars
Effect,
can be
yeah.
won or lost in the editing room, and this war
It's
needs
her.
to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster.
She's a war asset. To be fair, the news is a very significant war asset.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
It very much is, yeah. The message that's getting out there to people. That's a lot to say, so having her on is good from a different kind of angle.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
I'm about to make myself really sad, though.
Here's Shepard now.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy.
They actually
and that
made her
someone was
look a little bit
critically
younger.
injured. I came as fast as I could.
Yeah.
We had
I've
a run-in
punched
with
the reporter
Cerberus
in the
and
other
Captain
games. That's like the
Kate,
rule. You always
worst of
punch
it.
the reporter.
How's he doing?
Doesn't matter if it's
Very
Paragon
well,
run or
all
not.
things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word, and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Dr. Chakwas has been with us the whole time. Having Dr. Michelle join instead just wouldn't be right.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance.
Yay.
I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
How is Caden doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, but his vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see him if you like. He's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
Of course, war profiteering.
With a center of this
has
size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
Started.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
If she was the head physician here, then there's no reason to bring her in.
Once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to
Okay, there's nobody else to talk to for the moment.
abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Reasoned intel.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you.
The invading force appears to be the same that attacked.
Remove your leg below the knee.
What?
Yeah, that'd be me. Like, if it doesn't even hurt, you know. Ooh, they made him a fucking beefcake, didn't they?
Hey, Caden. Don't know if you can hear me. But since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't die, Caden. You've got to fight. We need you in this. Seeing you in action again, it reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance could sure use you. I could use you.
Right?
You need anything, Doc. Let me know. Come on, Caden. Fight. And that's an order.
And that's an order.
The council called the invaders Reapers, the same term.
I seem to remember there being like some side quests and stuff here, but maybe that's a little bit later. Because I know you can eventually see Thane here. And there's a whole thing if you did his loyalty mission.
Recent intel suggests that
that was a quick visit.
Welcome to Serta.
Thank you for coming to Serta. How can we help you?
Sure, why not?
Serta is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Seems a worthwhile upgrade. I don't remember what the Peruvian whiskey would be for, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it soon. I'll be streaming for about at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but no more than that. Because I've got some other stuff I gotta do today.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Abandon the Hades Gamma Cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks it every
on Twitch, only maybe a month. But on YouTube, I've actually been streaming for about 3 years. However, like, I ran the stream a little bit differently. It was more so just to get full game playthroughs done on there, which I'm still pretty much doing.
We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed.
My YouTube channel has a lot of my stuff. But I only like just recently got a camera, like a week ago. Because I never wanted to do that. I never had a capture card, so I could only stream from my PS4. Very nice.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The council is simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
And I've got these hands.
Damn press.
Yeah.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Streaming went okay.
I feel like
I never really got more than like a couple of viewers here and there.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts. I'd rather be back down on the streets.
I've already had
I appreciate
more
the higher pay grade,
success
but I'm
on this
not
platform.
a political creature.
I still upload everything.
If you didn't want to be
up,
why'd you
a
accept?
day later anyway.
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for a promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, like I didn't even have like where it runs all my little social media stuff, where my camera's at. Oh, did you just go subscribe? I need to change like that sound. Well, thank you. Yeah, in case you ever miss any of these streams, I upload them all to yeah, it'll link here.
They say the Reapers will see them as a free spacefaring civilization and spare their planet. The Ralloy species made first contact with the Asari and were formally welcomed into the galactic community last year. From across the Milky Way, this is the Alliance News Network.
Okay, so this is like a Spectre terminal that they can all access. Interesting. Whew. Those are some expensive guns. And this terminal isn't available yet. So what was the short door then? 'Cause I thought the short door would let out to the hall. The shooting range, got it. I'm super glad. I can't remember though, is there any planet scanning in this one? Silly scope on there. Yeah, I'm not really packing much, but at the same time, I really kind of like how this build feels so far. So we'll see if it's something I keep up with. Good, I hate the planet scheme so much.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Oh, jolly.
We've got our own problems, Councilor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
So I picked Anderson. Did Anderson relinquish the post to Udina?
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
Yeah, I did put Anderson in there. And for Mass Effect 2, he was a counselor.
So we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
Sometime between the second
I don't
and third
expect
game.
you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan, a blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is
It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hagen. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst.
The catalyst.
But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry,
the
Commander.
Council.
That is the best we can do.
You guys are jerks.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
Oh, we're going to be
If it
playing a
gets you
lot
what
of
you need,
politician.
what does it matter?
We negotiate with bullets.
Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you.
The old win-win.
There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Joy. See, I wanted to check the codex. Maybe it's in the journal. Yeah, that's where they hide it.
When humanity won a position on the Council for its part in defending the Citadel, the Alliance chose Captain David Anderson for the position. Udina became his advisor. Anderson eventually quit over frustrations with
He got
Council
fussy.
politics, and the Alliance named Udina to the office.
So there, that answered that. If anything, you can usually find answers to stuff in game, which I appreciate. Yeah, I looked it up and saw that, but I wanted to get it like actually on the stream, so that way then, like anybody who watches this later knows we're not just pulling it out of our ass. Like it's in the game. Suppose there's no terminals to buy anything from out
Commander
here.
Shepard! Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
The people of the Alliance can have questions, but but you gonna need to learn that ass whooping combo.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesi been seen in Al Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can...
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you military...
You're angry.
Fuck that bitch.
But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
I'm gonna punch out the little camera too. That ass whooping combo. It's a rule. You always punch the reporter in Mass Effect. That's just how it works. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
Oh, yes.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
But?
You were right. So was Anderson.
Hey, look
We can't
at
stop
that.
them
Vega came
alone.
around.
Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do
find
that.
me. Yeah, if it opens up a new level, I definitely wouldn't mind going. Not this time, you military thug, bitch. Yeah. Wham! Fucker. Like, I don't normally advocate punching a reporter, but she literally, like as a spoiler, it doesn't matter how Paragon you approach that situation, she will twist your words and make you seem like a coward and that you're not helping humanity.
Now arriving at docking bay
Like, she's never
D24.
satisfied. That or you really have to sell your soul to satisfy her, and fuck that.
So, they're just signing up behind enemy lines until the war is over.
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly.
I guess we can go ahead and leave.
Until strike teams clear an area.
I feel like the game should already be like more open than it is, but alright, the Star Kid dreams. They went kind of a weird direction with this. Where did he go? Oh, he's over there. Like, this would be cool if, like, Shepard was tormented by this, necessarily, but I just don't really get that vibe. I mean, I do a little bit, but I don't remember it being, like, a major thing until literally the very end.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Oh, yeah.
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the COC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis.
Yeah. I actually forgot that
The shuttle bay contains an armory
that.
where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
I like how she just conveniently mentions that at the tail end of it.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not
yeah,
theories.
she's like, whatever, I'm out.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get.
Either we build it or we blow shit up.
The Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
I like that Hackett became more important as the games proceeded. Like, he's always been important, like, in the Alliance. But in terms of how he's important to you as the player. It's the CIC is, oh, this is the war terminal. We got the 103rd Marine Division, the Alliance fleets. Diana, I mean, she's only 5, but it's something. The SR2 itself is 115. Alright. Well, we'll be building that up over time. That'll give us a general indicator of how good we're doing. Ship models.
I can't believe the Council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
I forgot that you had to do that.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Threat condition Saber 1. Yeah, they're just trying to keep people alive. The Quarians are missing in action. Oh yeah, Glyph is the little AI that she gets in the Shadow Broker DLC. Oh yeah, we gotta go help out Eden Prime. Alright. First off, let's go up to the personal cabin. We're gonna work our way down the ship because I gotta kind of learn the new layout. While it shouldn't be too terribly different from the old layout, it does have a 5th floor to it, which is new. I also want to look at some of those armor upgrades. Whoops. Need them fishies. Yeah, you right. Yeah, they took all my damn fish. That's where all of my ship models can go. Oh, there we go. Now it's changing. Hey, I actually own that jacket. So what's the difference? Oh, that's what he wore on Earth. That's what he's wearing around the ship. There is a difference. But yeah, I actually... Well, no, it's not this exact jacket, actually, but it's very, very similar. It has the N7 logo, and then on the right sleeve, it's got the red streak going down, but it doesn't have the rest of it. I really like this outfit, but it also doesn't feel right with what he's wearing. Okay, so that's a health boost. Yeah, I didn't get any of the like weapons and armor DLC. Let's check out the rest of the patterns. It just like gets darker almost. Oh, there we go. We can put patterns on it and stuff. Oh, we can get some lights. Oh, it's lights on the back. Very cool. Oh, that's the whole armor tent. I'm just playing around. I actually kind of like it though. Blends right in, but you can... Yeah, I kind of like it. It's subtle. Yeah, I need to get my damn hamster back too, you're right. They took everything from me. They grounded me. Impounded my ship, took my hamsters and my fish and all my ship models. Yeah, let me see, like, just to confirm what I already know, or at least what I'm pretty sure I already know. Is it on Steam? Because I don't think the game is even available on Steam. The store takes forever to load. Oh no, it is. Okay. You can... Christ, it's $30 for the digital deluxe, which is the only version they sell. Yeah. It would be almost cheaper to do a month of EA Play. Do the $5 a month, or just pay the $30 like that you would have normally paid, but like get the year subscription for it, and then you just get all the games. And yeah, the DLC is redonkulous. What all's in there? It's got From Ashes, Leviathan, Omega, Citadel, and the extended cut, which is fucking free anyways. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Ugh. Well, I stand corrected at least. So they have Ash on here. They have Yaman Chambers. I'm surprised they honored that crew, because that was a Cerberus crew. Gabby. It doesn't come through very well. Jenkins. They have Jenkins on there. Alright, main battery. The game was like, really? You want to load this now? What the hell's wrong with you? You can actually walk further into the main battery. That, or you could do this in the initial game, and like I just never did it because I'd always be distracted by Garrus sitting there, and he's tinkers with guns all day. Yeah, poor Jenkins. There's Dr. Chakwas. I recruited her earlier. See how she's doing.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Good.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff, bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
My hot take.
Take care, Shepard.
I've said it probably in every Mass Effect game up to this point. But, Dr. Chakwas can fucking get it, man. Alright, that thing's still here. That'll become relevant later. Oh. She teleported.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
See what my GF wants.
Meeting with the council.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
No big deal.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. It's been years since we were together. Are you still interested in us?
I didn't forget you, Liara. I want to make us work.
Good.
I meant to romance her in Mass Effect 2, damn it.
I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do. I'm working with EDI. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
Notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Well, that was a very fun deck to check out. Oh, we're not even done, but I don't think these are really going to have much. This is where Thane was hanging out. Oh, look at that. They put all my damn ship models all over the ship. Hey. This room never really had anything. Like, it was cool to see that the crew had their own room. Oh yeah, see, I never did that. God, I do really like Liara, and like this run, I dedicated this whole Paragon run to like being true to Liara and stuff. But a Tali run has to happen for me because I adore Tali. And her drinking alcohol through an induction port. Tali, that's a straw. So I found out that if I was to stream, like, from my PC, that my video card actually has a little bit of rendering lag, at least when I play Final Fantasy XIV and stream
it. Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean. I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
Finish and we'll...
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled.
Man,
the
I wish
SR-2
I
might
had,
be nearly twice the size. The new
Cerberus
drive core is 3 times bigger.
They were the
This
ones
ship
I lost
can
when I
fly.
didn't go to Omega 4 right away.
That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
Interesting.
AI?
Knows it's an AI.
I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts.
He just figured it out.
And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to
That's
like her.
good that you trust Edie.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
But anyways, what I was saying, I have some issues at least streaming Final Fantasy 14 like from my computer due to rendering lag. My GPU, it handles the game just fine, but doing that and broadcasting at 60 frames per second at 720p or whatever the hell I'm pushing out. Am I pushing out 720p anymore? I don't know, I've changed it a whole bunch. But yeah, it causes me to drop like every 20th frame from like at its worst. It sucks. And the only ways to fix that are to either, you can't even go into the port cargo workaround was. I would either, one of three things, either I make Final Fantasy 14 not take up as much GPU by lowering some of the settings on it, giving it an easier time. That's option A. Option B is getting a new GPU that can handle the overhead. Or option C, which is to build a streaming computer that streams from my main computer, which is what a lot of high-end streamers will do. I actually have a spare tower that I could do some repairs on and get it working correctly. Yeah, I broadcast this one at 60, believe it or not. Like, I use anywhere from 17 to 24% of my CPU on average. It's only taking me about 2 milliseconds to render a frame, so like it's handling it just fine.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios! Straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
The Cerveza.
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. From my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
Give him shit.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the
Not the
Trident.
hammerhead.
Dances and
Anything
Moab
but the
on. I
hammerhead.
spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement
I
too.
remember
They were grooming me for CAG,
my
but my
friend
skill set made me
Megan's
more
playing
valuable
this,
commanding a flight deck.
and he accidentally
They assigned me to
romanced
the Normandy
Cortez.
retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay
Like, he didn't
modifications.
realize
What happened to the M44
until it
Hammerhead?
happened. But he was like, "Oh
We're
god!"
sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth
I
technology.
feel like
based on
that's
the
a running
Normandy
thing.
design.
Like people
For quick drops,
accidentally
I can get you in and out virtually undetected.
romance
She flies
Cortez.
like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
Right, like I just want to be cool. I don't want to romance everybody.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, I got renegade points for that. I'm sorry that I don't want to romance him, and that's suddenly a renegade option. Ooh, ooh. That would be huge for the sniper rifle I'm using now. Inferno armor. Oh, you can just like straight up upgrade stuff. We're gonna go in pretty hard on this. Just for now, I like this setup a lot. thing's got such a small amount of ammo that it just makes sense. Talk to old Vega, see what he's up to. Musclehead.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same
You
as
already
usual.
know.
Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about.
You're right, there's not. I'm out. Deuces.
You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Oh good, we're gonna dance.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
This is kind of an intense conversation.
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
I guess that's a way to talk sense into him.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
Loco, huh?
Interesting.
I can think of worse things to call you.
As long as you remember who's in charge. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Alright. It's still trying to give me all them weapon upgrades I bought earlier. Too fast on the prompts. Alright, let's go to Palaven. Got about an hour and 15 minutes left at the most left to stream. Oh man, but we've already got all sorts of stuff that we can do. All these activities. Yeah, I'd rather do those first. Hopefully it's not as much of a pain in the butt to fly around. Oh yeah.
I found something.
Oh, look at that. Well, it doesn't look like I'm actually getting materials. You just do that to get like data and then you're done. That's acceptable. But did you see how slow the scanner moved? Takes care of about everything that wasn't already marked. Back to Eden Prime. Let's do it, baby. Boy, we just have all sorts of squad that we can bring. I kind of like that armor for her. I didn't pick any of his armor. That's fine. You know what? I'm good with this loadout for now. I just realized that I can upgrade their loadout. Cool. She gets the benefits of the shuriken. What about sweet. So I can like give her fitted parts too. So it's benefits upgrade stuff even if I don't personally use it. It's good to know. For James. Might as well give him everything I got for the shotgun, right? I'm good on that for now. I already configured the helmet option for this one too, thank goodness. So if I'm doing anything that's actually important, I won't have a helmet on.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, loco.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All part of the
All right,
service.
everyone. Get ready to move.
Yeah, Jenkins has come up
With
a lot
luck,
in
we
this
can get to the dig
stream.
site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Wait, do they have me holding an assault rifle? Because that'd be silly. I don't have one.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
That transition to the helmet's a little awkward, but I'll take
This was a beautiful colony once.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
I grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move on to another.
But you'd still remember.
some money. Oof.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara,
Okay, so
you
that's
ever
where
find
we're-
dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs. Okay, that's where I came in from. Got it.
There, that's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
You ever find dinosaurs? Yeah. I didn't like
Curtis,
Vega when I
that doesn't
originally
seem
played the game,
possible.
but you know what?
It's not a
I
Prothean
don't mind
artifact,
them as
it's-
much this time around.
A Prothean?
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turned the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
She saw
You're
it
right.
from seeing the
That
caves.
doesn't sound possible.
That's right, this
You
is
saw
the
Prothean
DLC.
stasis chambers in the archives on
from
Ilos.
Ashes.
The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible
You're
opportunity.
gonna be upset.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor.
No, he's just an asshole.
Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Javik. Whoa, buddy. I'm walking here.
I'm on it.
Ooh, man, I can feel that SMG upgrade. Putting them down.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
It's nice, it carries a lot of ammo, but it's also got really good ammo control. I like that it's burst fire, but still semi-automatic. Oh, I was just gonna try to leap across that. It's not gonna work. Like, I feel like I should be able to get into those. Difficult, difficult, lemon, difficult. Alright, get the fuck back here. You got to be blown up. He was over fixing that damn turret.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Yeah, like I'm totally okay with just like hanging out while it does whatever it's doing, like in instances like that, because I was sitting there waiting on it. Oh, look at Shepard's eyes. There he is, King D-Bag himself. Interesting, so he's fighting the collectors.
Acknowledged.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success.
Because I got the big
Prothean
brain.
cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Yeah. Pays to check everything. The way this place is like structured like in kind of an open fashion, I kind of want to take my time looking at everything. Huh.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
So there's a traitor in the resistance. Interesting. Okay. We'll check out what's on the roof really quick and then proceed. Some ammo. Oh, we'll proceed anyways, because it's for the city. It's just that entrance. How much ammo do I have on my sniper? That almost doubled my rounds. I'd say some of that is from upgrading the sniper as well. There's a lot of barren places here. Like, I almost feel like I'm being punished for exploring a little bit.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Oh, I thought that was Vega. I'm dumb. I could have sworn it was Vega. I was like, oh, there's a big beefy dude next to me. Okay. Cool. That was my own fucking fault. That's alright. I at least know there's only like one thing worth finding. I want to say it's here. Oh, there was something that
More
had some
intel to help the
credits,
colonists.
too.
The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
There we go. That was it. And then we head out through here, and we're back in the fight. they're audio, Jen. I can't listen to them. They are both audio, and they're almost 30 seconds. I will check those out. Okay. Oh wow, what was I doing?
Right away.
Got it. Oh, he dodged it. Well, that's saying I can fire these things rapid fire. That's the whole thing that the build is centered around.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis
Oh, he didn't get to
deactivation
put up a
signal.
turret that time. We kept him too busy. Yeah, he pulled kind of a sneaky one on me, man. I'm all about some more credits. Get these weapons upgraded.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
I wanted to listen to those messages.
Their
This
sacrifice will
cutscene's a
be
good
honored in
time.
the coming Empire.
Do it. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really care much about both things. Just because Jack is so much of the entire program thing for me.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
I forgot that they use the doors as like loading screens in this one. Also, I do think that after this plan is when we'll be cutting that. That'll give me a few minutes to kind of go between one or the other. I may stream the Final Fantasy 14 run that I do, but I won't be like those Final Fantasy 14 runs. I never want to upload those to anything. I might get stream this. See how I'm feeling. I do not like those shields. Like, yeah, I can take care of them with singularity. Yikes. Should be ammo in here. There we go. Okay, so that thing doesn't have a ton of health. Most of it was its shields. It's a matter of distracting it. Not too bad. That's way too. It's way too in the line of fire for me. How did that get put up right next to me? That's funny. No way. I'm clipping that. They put the fucking thing right next to me. It's like, here we go. We'll get him with this turret. They're so damn sneaky with these turrets, dude. I swear.
Got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent.
Like, where did that turret even come from? Oh man, she can actually drop those with a pretty good amount of regularity. That's awesome. I'm not utilizing it enough. That just like this. Alright, let's be smart about this. I don't want to be there. There he goes. Dodge multiple, you jerk. That's how they, like, they just put those things down. No! Haha. Pushed him back into the singularity. Ooh, that was a spicy fight. So many turrets. They make that way harder. I like that they set up a turret right next to me.
The bridge. We have to find
I had no idea. I was like, okay, cool. And here I was really like, man, there's a lot of ammo around. Now I need it. And it's not here. Here we go. I fill this up. Now let's take the high ground. Because I can only anticipate there being more bullshit. Another way to the pod. Like, I'm just kind of going back the way I came, but that may not be suitable. This place is kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. All these places look the same. There's not really a lot of good landmarkers, you know. I don't even think I visited this house.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
How dare you gun them down while they were watching the game? Wait, does Select do a quick save? Hold on. Oh my god, Select does a quick save. This game has quick saving. Son of a bitch. Alright. Find another way to the pod. Bro, I am lost. Okay, so this is where we just had that big firefight, and she mentioned they retracted this bridge, so there has to be another way across. Oh. Okay. Remember this for whenever you get to playing it, if you pick this DLC up, which, I mean, Javik, lol. I got it. Oh, hopping over that air vent is unnecessary. Surprised there isn't more Cerberus troops here trying to ruin this for me.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Ah,
Lots of bogeys
I spoke
inbound,
too
Commander.
soon.
We'll have to hold this position.
Cause chaos. Oh wow, that's my aim so maybe I'm getting shot at.
Here they come!
That's convenient. Man, a sniper rifle with a mouse is probably Hey, look at that. That's got my progress carried over. That's a trophy I wouldn't mind unlocking. Yeah, sniper rifle is such a good idea. Make sure it fires slowly, but boy does it get the job done. He floated his ass all the way up to the roof. Who's firing at? She picked somebody up. Oh, there he is.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
I mean, that's great. We're good. Bring on that next wave. I'll fuck them up.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
I spoke too soon. Boy, I had not been using artillery for this fight. free ammo, baby. That does seem to like stun it a little bit. It contributes to it. Oh, that's his shadow, it's not him.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Out. Yeah, I shot him in the butt. Come on, Javik. Anytime, buddy.
There, you've got it.
Probably wouldn't hurt for me to bring like a shotgun or something.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure, Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
Oof.
You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
By primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I had to buy this DLC. So that would be a new trophy for me. Oh, I just realized that my camera covers up what trophies I get. That's kind of unfortunate. I can't find a good place to put the camera. I know a lot of people use like the lower left.
But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do
I
here.
might swap it around again.
If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
Okay, Hackett.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
Oh boy.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, when we finish up this segment,
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which?
I like to see they salvage this from the first game.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
That's a really good quote.
This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
She's
I've
a
written
fucking
over a dozen
Prothean
studies
weeb.
on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
Oh, okay.
I'm impressed.
We're on the port cargo.
His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
A dang indoctrination, man. Gets everybody.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
You're all basically too stupid for the Reapers to care until you stopped being stupid.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Why'd you lose?
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
All right.
Thank you for talking with me.
That's everything he's got.
I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
They used to eat flies.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik. Though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
Yeah, Liara was fucking pissed. She's like, I've been studying these forever. And you mean to tell me that the Protheans were a bunch of assholes? Yes, that's exactly what you're being told. Check out that slam ability. But we are going to be wrapping up here in a second. I've actually gone on a little bit farther than I intended to. Yeah, I need to use the sniper rifle more. I think that's the one thing that encounter taught me. Is that sniper rifle's got some power on it. For sure. They said go to medical, but that's power bonuses. Oh, okay. That just means I can buy it down here. Got it. Not interested. Well. It'd be kind of neat to use my own singularity, because that would really help pull people out of cover. But if I've got Liara with me, I can just use hers. I've got the recharge on it so fast that I can use it pretty reliably.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Sure, we'll go.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
Quick.
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Look, if you're passionate about this shit, then that's
Where are you from,
amazing.
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
All right, hold on. I need to actually go back on the ship because we are done. Yeah, I'm actually cutting the stream now too. Coincidentally enough, it was really awesome hanging out with you, dude. Ooh. So, with all that done, I will catch you guys on the next stream, I guess. I wanted to try out this screen and see what it looks like. If it even... Yeah, I went there. Cool. But the image is messed up. It's whatever. Yeah, until next time, I will catch you all later.